I was a delivery consultant for 12 years. I bought your 5 stars. I've been watching you for a decade, tracking the exact millisecond your thumb hovers over the Order Now button when you're tired and vulnerable. You think you're navigating a marketplace of quality, but you're actually walking through a psychological labyrinth I helped build. Take a look inside my old headquarters, a dimly lit office in a suburban strip mall where the only illumination comes from a stack of 12 glowing iPads. It's 5:45 p.m. on a Tuesday, and the air carries the sickly sweet smell of industrial lemon floor cleaner, a chemical mask for the 48-hour-old grease trapped in the vents. You're at home, staring at a 4.9-star rating for a place called Burger Heaven, even though the photo looks suspiciously like a stock image. You tell yourself, I deserve this free appetizer because I am a loyal customer, and this restaurant clearly values my specific opinion on their mozzarella sticks. In reality, I'm watching the analytics and laughing, knowing that loyal just means you're predictable enough to be manipulated by a 2-cent piece of fried cheese. In 2024, I watched a shop owner cry because he missed a 4.8 average by 0.1 points. I told him to stop cooking better food and start offering a free mystery dessert for every 5-star screenshot a customer uploaded. His revenue tripled in 3 weeks without him changing a single ingredient. We weren't selling hospitality, we were harvesting sentiment. Answer me this, why did you ignore that one-star review mentioning a crunchy texture in the soup? 1. The reviewer seemed like a chronically unhappy person. 2. I assumed it was a one-time kitchen mistake. 3. The other 500 reviews were all perfect 5 stars. 3, 2, 1. The truth is, the owner paid a reputation management firm $500 to bury that legitimate health warning under 50 fake reviews generated by a server farm in Dhaka. You traded your integrity for a 4-ounce cup of lukewarm coleslaw. You aren't a customer. You're an unpaid intern for our marketing department. And it gets worse once you realize that one kitchen is actually operating as 15 different restaurants on your app simultaneously. Picture a windowless warehouse in Queens, where the air is a thick, humid mixture of industrial lemon floor cleaner and 48-hour-old fryer grease. Inside, 4 different Italian concepts are currently fighting for time on a single yellowed microwave. This new artisan pasta place, Vincenzo's, has such a minimalist name, you tell yourself while refreshing the tracking map. Surely they hand-roll the dough in a rustic basement nearby. I'm watching you pay a 30% markup for a brand story that consists of a $50 logo and a microwave timer. In my 12 years of optimizing these ghost hubs, I managed a client who ran Mama's Pasta, the Noodle Hub, and Vincenzo's out of the same 200-square-foot box. We used the exact same frozen bags for all 3. The punchline? People consistently rated Vincenzo's higher. You aren't tasting the semolina, you're tasting the minimalist font on the sticker. It's a masterpiece of decentralized production and logistical optimization, disguised as your local neighborhood gem. What is the most honest part of your delivery experience? 1. The estimated arrival time that magically adds 5 minutes every time you check. 2. The hand-prepared tag slapped on by a guy who hasn't seen a sink since noon. 3. The stock photo of a smiling chef on the restaurant profile. 3, 2, 1. The answer is option 4, the condensation on the inside of the plastic bag. It's the only thing the algorithm can't fake, the physical evidence of your dinner's slow, humid death. You aren't a foodie because you have platinum status, you're just a loyal subscriber to a visual lie. And don't think that delivery fee is supporting the driver. It's actually funding the server that calculates how much more to charge you the second it starts raining. I'm currently staring at a digital dashboard where the price of a carnitas taco is twitching, up 45 cents, then down 12, reacting in real time to the battery percentage on your phone and the frantic speed of your scroll. The blue light of the algorithm reflects off the stale coffee rings on my desk. It's only $2 more than last week, you mutter to your reflection in the darkened screen. Inflation is hitting everyone hard. I should be supportive of local businesses during these times. You aren't a philanthropist. You're a high-frequency trading target, but I appreciate you justifying your own exploitation so I don't have to. In my 2021 internal audit of over 400,000 delivery logs, we perfected a little trick called fatigue pricing. We realized the human brain effectively stops performing basic arithmetic after 8 p.m. So, at 8:01 p.m. sharp, we triggered a 12% service fee hike across the board. You didn't blink. You were too exhausted to realize you were paying a convenience fee for the convenience of being lied to about the base price. It's a masterpiece of dynamic extraction, stabilizing the volatile gig economy by bleeding your bank account while you're too tired to fight back. Tell me, why do you think that small order fee actually exists? 1. To cover the surging gas prices for the driver. 2. To encourage bulk buying for logistical efficiency. 3. To offset the rising cost of premium packaging. 3, 2, 1. The twist? It's a tax on your loneliness. We've quantified the exact premium you're willing to pay to avoid the shame of cooking for one on a Friday night. You aren't a customer, you're a data point in a psychological war where your hunger is the primary lever for price gouging. Check the address of that local bistro on Google Maps. If the satellite view shows a gravel parking lot, you're eating ghost food. Now, look at the screen. You're hypnotized by those vibrant colors, convincing yourself that the high saturation greens correlate to farm-to-table freshness. You actually believe that a $12 burrito comes with artisanal microgreens rather than shredded cabbage stalks. You're staring at a digital hallucination staged under a high-powered LED ring light in a kitchen closet that smells like industrial lemon and wet cardboard. In my 3 years as a visual architect, I mastered the art of plating for pixels. I've used motor oil to give ribs a permanent, succulent sheen that no heat lamp could ever dull. I've stuffed cardboard spaces between burger patties to make them look like skyscrapers, knowing the reality would be a flat grey puck by the time it hit your porch. We weren't selling nutrition, we were selling visual semiotics. You aren't a victim of bad cooking, you're a casualty of a marketing department that knows you eat with your eyes long before your stomach realizes it's been cheated. What do you do when the food arrives looking like it was stepped on? Do you send a sternly worded private message that goes straight to a no-reply folder? Do you give it 4 stars anyway because the shame of being hungry outweighs the anger? Or do you blame the driver for shaking the bag even though the steam did the damage? 3, 2, 1. The twist is that you take a photo for your own social media, apply a high-contrast filter to mask the truth, and tag the restaurant. You've just signed on as an unpaid intern for our propaganda machine, validating the lie for your entire social circle. Your vanity is our most effective shield. That priority delivery button you clicked is a total placebo. The driver still has 3 other stops. You just paid $5 for a different coloured progress bar, while your fries turn into cold, wet sponges. You stand in your fluorescent-lit apartment hallway, accepting a damp paper bag that feels like a lukewarm apology. I'm a good person for tipping 15%, you whisper to your reflection, ignoring the exploded soda and the fact that your artisan tacos have been humidifying in a plastic box for 40 minutes. You're not being generous. You're paying a guilt tax to stay part of a system that treats your hunger as a data entry. We've turned your empathy into a cost-saving mechanism. In my final year as a logistics architect, I realized the 5-star system was never about quality control. It was a way to make you, the customer, police the drivers so the apps didn't have to spend a dime on middle management. We weren't selling you dinner, we were selling you the illusion of control. You feel like a king for clicking a gold star, but you're really just an unpaid supervisor for a multi-billion-dollar logistics cloud that hasn't seen a fresh vegetable in 3 fiscal quarters. We let you believe your star rating has an impact, but you're just a self-regulating component in a machine that views your disappointment as a rounding error. What is the true cost of your 5-star delivery habit? 1. The extra $15 in stealth service fees and pity tips. 2. The long-term health impact of processed ghost kitchen seed oils. 3. The systematic decline of the traditional dining experience. 3, 2, 1. The answer is your sense of reality. You no longer know what a real restaurant tastes like. You only know what the app tells you is popular near you. You've traded your palate for a convenient lie curated by an algorithm that prioritizes profit margins over flavor. The real, top-rated restaurants are the ones that aren't even on the app. They don't need the bribe. Your laziness was actually our most profitable resource, and your pity stars are the currency that keeps the ghost kitchens haunted. You weren't a customer. You were a vital organ in a business model that harvested your convenience to feed its greed. Stop rating the food. Start visiting the kitchens. The truth smells like grease. If you have a friend who hasn't seen the inside of a grocery store in a month, send them this. They deserve to know why their 5-star dinner tastes like a logistics failure.